It's all anybody can talk about. GameStop, Wall Street bets, stock market manipulation. What is happening? Why is the White House now getting involved with a comment that didn't seem to make any sense at all? I'll play that for you in just a second. But first, to the stock itself. This is GameStop, a company that, by all indicators, is not doing that well financially. However, look at this chart. This is just from this week. The stock was floating around $30 or $40. And all of a sudden, it started to tick up pretty significantly. As you can see here today, on Wednesday, it has gone up astronomically high. At one point, almost to $372. This is a stock that went from 45 or 40 to $347.51 at close. Why? Well, I'll explain to you in a second. But first, this sort of nonsensical comment from the White House. And here's Jen Psaki.
Is the White House concerned about the stock market activity we're seeing around GameStop and now with some other stocks as well, including the subsidiary or whatever, the company that was Blockbuster? And have there been any conversations with the SEC about how to proceed?
Well, I'm also happy to repeat that we have the first female Treasury Secretary and a team that's surrounding her, and often questions about market we'll send to them.
Why does that matter right now?
Our team is, of course, our economic team, including Secretary Yellen and others, are monitoring the situation. It's a good reminder, though, that the stock market isn't the only measure of the health of our economy. It doesn't reflect how working and middle-class families are doing. As you all know from covering this, we're in the midst of a K-shaped recovery. America's workers are struggling to make ends meet, which is why the president has introduced this urgent package to get immediate relief to families.
What are you talking about? How do we get from stock market manipulation and GameStop and the stock going like this because of what's happening on a subreddit to K-shaped recoveries? She's talking in circles. She clearly was asked a question that she wasn't quite prepared for. What's going on here? All right, let me tell you. This is all about people who are shorting stocks. In particular, they're shorting GameStop, AMC, and some other stocks that are in real bad shape, like BlackBerry and companies that are sort of lost in the woods right now. Shorting is a bet that a company's stock will go down, not up. They're betting that a company's stock will become less valuable. This is done when an investor sells shares of a stock that they do not own. Essentially, they sell shares of a stock at a certain high price in the belief that that stock will go down. They can then buy the stock at the lower price to cover their shorts. They are betting against the stocks. Most people bet for stocks. Shorters bet against it. And it's something that a lot of traders are not happy about. Now we have word that GameStop, AMC, and other trades are being restricted at places like TD Ameritrade and Schwab. There's reports that people on Robinhood are having a hard time trading there as well. GameStop mania is how they're describing it over at CNBC, and it's all coming from here. This is Wall Street Bets on Reddit, and they decided to punish these shorter folks. Anybody shorting these stocks, in particular GameStop, is being squeezed right now by these folks. Now you say, wow, this is just one subreddit. There are 3.4 million people on here. And if they all start buying one particular stock or a couple of them, that's a massive impact on the overall market. They say a wave of at-home traders found each other on the red-hot Wall Street Bets Reddit chat room. It's not a chat room. Whose members have ballooned to over 3 million. By motivating each other to keep piling into shares and call options, they coordinated a monstrous short squeeze in GameStop. Retail investors, with the help of technology acting as a union and attacking, is a new phenomenon, says a chief strategist over at the Luthold Group. Some grew concerned the buying frenzy could potentially destabilize the market. I know some of these market whizzes are going absolutely nuts about this whole thing. And one big investor seems to be in on this. Let's go over to CNBC and see what's happening.
You tweeted yesterday that you bought $115 calls in GameStop. Can you tell me what your position is as of this very moment?
Yeah. Can I tell you a little story before all of that?
Oh,
please. Why don't you tell me that first, and then we'll go from there.
So this morning I woke up after spending all last night in Wall Street Bets, reading about all of this stuff. I ended up closing out my position this morning, and I wanted to announce that I'm taking all the profits that I made, plus my original position. So I'm going to take $500,000, and I'm going to donate to the Barstool Fund for Small Businesses.
All right, he's talking about Barstool Sports, the fund that they're putting together to help out small businesses. He's obviously a little worried about how he's going to be perceived for juicing the market like this and taking a virtually worthless, I mean, not completely worthless, but certainly not a stock worth $328 a share and pumping it up. But what is the federal government going to do about this? How is the Biden administration going to stop people from trading stocks that they want to trade? Are they going to try to shut down more people on social media? Maybe put an end to the Wall Street Bets subreddit? Oh, they think that. Here's a post right here. Just read a New York Times article saying the SEC is reviewing this sub, and what is going on? They have some very choice words, which I won't repeat to you, that they're saying about these folks. But the bottom line is, this stock, GameStop, is from a company that's not doing great, and it shouldn't be up at $347. This person doesn't know why any of this is happening, but wants to assure you that they're on top of the case. What can be done about any of this is my worst guess, and perhaps your best. Tell me what you think if you've been talking about GameStop today. Are you trading in these stocks? AMC, the movie theater, that's not really doing very well? BlackBerry, GameStop, the rest? Are you trying to make money off this? If somebody is artificially inflating a stock, are they doing something wrong? And what is the Biden administration going to do about this? That could be disastrous. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk to you again real soon.